The information on this program does not constitute medical or health advice. If you have medical issues or questions, you should refer them to your personal physician. All views expressed are merely the opinion of the host and guest. There is no expressed or implied customer relationship formed or intended to be formed with Mattress Express. Welcome back to another week of Pillow Talk. This is Kevin Fear. I am the president and CEO of Mattress Express, a chain of luxury bedding stores. We call it your brand name superstore. Nobody else in New York State that I'm aware of has all the brands under one roof that we have. Just a quick rundown: Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, the full line of Purple. Many people will say they have Purple and have 2 or 3 mattresses on the floor. We have 9. The full line of Puffy, we're their largest independent retailer in the country. Instant Comfort, the number bed by Instant Comfort, what I believe to be the best number bed on the market with a 25-year industry-leading warranty. We vacillate between number 1 and number 3 of their top retailers in the country. Personal Comfort, Posh and Lavish, and more. Therapeutic, more. Nevertheless, this is a show about sleep. We talk about all different facets of sleep. We interview people in the industry. If you're returning for another week, welcome back. If you're just joining our show for the first time, welcome. I hope you find something useful in this. I hope it helps you to get a better night's sleep and or help you select your next sleep system with being a little more educated. If you have any questions, you can email me at pillowtalkquestion@gmail.com. Comments. I was going to say criticisms, but that's not necessary. You can send whatever you want. I have thick skin. And you can go to our website at any time, mattressexpressny.com. You can shop online. You can chat live with our staff. You can find all our locations, see what's going on. How's that? You can watch this show again there if you want. You can watch our infomercial on there. Today, we're going to talk about an article from sleepfoundation.org. I go there quite a bit. They got a lot of good information on this website. It's called Sleep Apnea Symptoms in Women. Now, you hear about it all the time in men. I make no secret of the fact that I suffer from sleep apnea. I hate to use the word suffer, but I have sleep apnea. I use a CPAP machine. It was funny. For those of you who know me, I'm an avid classic car collector and dealer. If you ever want to sell a classic car, I'm your guy. And I go to Cars and Coffee very frequently. It's a morning gathering of car people up in Clay. And I had a gentleman who I know. We were standing, 4 or 5 of us chatting, and he said, "Hey, do any of you wear a CPAP?" And it was interesting because most of us did, and he was just starting his. And he was asking about how you get used to it, what works the best. And what I shared with him was that for me, what works the best for me is I use a mask that covers my mouth and nose. I've tried the pillow that just goes under the nose. I've tried the cup that just goes over the nose. What works best for me is the one that goes over my mouth and nose. Is it, I don't want to use the word uncomfortable. Is it bulky and difficult? Yeah, but you get used to it. Now I can't sleep without it. If I do sleep without it, I'm exhausted. So let's get to this article. Sleep apnea symptoms in women. This is the sleepfoundation.org. Anywhere from 10 to 15% of U.S. females have obstructive sleep apnea, a sleep disorder characterized by breathing that repeatedly slows or stops during sleep. While snoring and daytime sleepiness are common symptoms of sleep apnea, women with obstructive sleep apnea may present with morning headaches, mood changes, or insomnia. Okay, so it talks about symptoms of sleep apnea in women. Now, I remember, if my mother's listening, she'll kill me for talking about this. My mother used to, she would snore so loud the walls would shake. I mean, oh, she's going to kill me. She wears a CPAP now. And we talk about it. It's helped her a lot. But oh man, boy, did she snore loud. This is back in the days when we didn't know what it was. We didn't know what negative effects it had on you. But I remember She's going to kill me. It was so loud. Nevertheless. All right. So some of the symptoms of women with sleep apnea: nighttime awakenings and insomnia. They use OSA as an abbreviation for sleep apnea. Breathing issues from OSA may wake a person up repeatedly during the night and cause symptoms of insomnia or trouble getting back to sleep. Experts believe this insomnia is related to a physical stress response caused by disrupted breathing. Morning headaches. OSA can cause morning headaches as a result of reduced oxygen levels during sleep. Typically, these are tension-type headaches, which feature a constant pain in the face, around the head, or neck. Interesting. You know, I woke up the other morning rather early and took off my sleep mask and nodded back off for an hour or two. And boy, when I woke back up, I was so foggy, and it's definitely a lack of oxygen. So foggy and dread. I really had to make a concerted effort to wake up and get out of bed. It's amazing the effect it has on you. Mental and emotional symptoms. Obstructive sleep apnea can cause mood symptoms such as anxiety and depression. People with OSA may have trouble remembering things. Okay, fascinating. This is Kevin Fear at Pillow Talk, and this is an article from the sleepfoundation.org, Symptoms of Sleep Apnea in Women. I got to believe this goes for men too, but what do I know? Snoring is considered a hallmark of sleep apnea symptom, as it tends to represent a partially blocked airway. While OSA with snoring is more commonly reported in men, women who snore, particularly during periods such as pregnancy or menopause, are more likely to develop OSA. Other audible symptoms of sleep apnea include gasping and choking during sleep. Daytime tiredness is another symptom of sleep apnea in women. People with OSA have multiple mini awakenings through the night, which can lead to poor quality sleep and daytime tiredness. Frequent nighttime urination. When OSA wakes a person up at night, they may need to urinate. If they aren't aware they have OSA, waking up to urinate may seem like it's the primary problem. Restless legs. Although restless legs syndrome is a distinct disorder, women with OSA have been found to report restless legs. Restless leg symptoms, I'll get it out here, involve an unpleasant sensation accompanied by a strong urge to move one's legs. These symptoms may be even more common during times of hormonal changes like puberty, pregnancy, or menopause. Okay. Risk factors for obstructive sleep apnea in women. Menopause. Estrogen levels drop in menopause, more than doubling the risk of developing OSA. Polycystic ovary syndrome is marked by high levels of certain hormones like testosterone in people assigned female at birth. Sleep apnea commonly coexists, which may be due to lower levels of certain hormones. Pregnancy. Some researchers have found that 27% of pregnant women develop OSA. Menstrual cycle. As hormone levels fluctuate through the menstrual cycle, OSA symptoms may become more severe in certain phases. Very interesting. Listen, if you're waking up tired, go see your doctor. That's the bottom line. If you're waking up exhausted, if you're not sleeping well, let's find out if you need a new mattress. Let's find out if you have sleep apnea. This may come as a tremendous surprise. I've mentioned this before. Brace yourselves. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm just a guy who sells mattresses. But these are all interesting things that have to do with sleep, and I hope it educates you a little bit. And if you're waking up tired, if you're not sleeping well, if you're not waking up refreshed and clear, there could be a problem. I've been there. I wear a CPAP. I don't love it, but I can't sleep without it, and it made my life better. That's the bottom line. Look, next time you're in the market for a sleep system, all I ask is that you consider Mattress Express. You can find some of our brands at other stores, but only at Mattress Express will you get to try every technology side by side. Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, Sealy Hybrid, Purple, which is the grid, Puffy, which is a hybrid, the Number Bed by Instant Comfort, the Number Bed by Personal Comfort, some of the finest number beds on the planet, all latex, posh and lavish, and more. And we'll always give you a great deal. Go to mattressexpressny.com during business hours. You can call 1-800-NEW-BEDS, 1-800-NEW-BEDS. My name is Kevin Fear. This is Pillow Talk. We're going into break. Stick around. The next segment is, I think you're going to get a kick out of it. It's pretty interesting. We'll be right back after this break.